Hello everyone. Today we are going to start our second unit and second chapter, that is branch account. Now first, before we understand the calculation and the other things related to branch account, first we have to know what is the meaning of branch. So basically, if we want to expand our business, if we want to expand our business in the different state, different region, or in different countries, then if we make a branch over there, that is called branch. Means our additional shop at different place from the main shop. So you see, we all have seen the tree, right? The tree has a different many types of branches. So this is what these branches indicate, that okay, tree is one, but it contains many branches. Same way, our business office is one, but it contains it provides facilities, or it's provide a business or trading to the different places, and that different places offices are considered as branch of the main office. Okay, so this is the basic meaning of the branch. Now let's move further. Objects of branch. So now let's see the objects of branch accounts. Yeah, objectives of branch account. First, first objective is it is necessary to maintain branch account in order to know the profit or loss made by the branch. Our work will not finish just by just opening the branch. We have to calculate, we have to understand, or we have to make the data, we have to collect the data of profit or loss of branches, because they are our part, they are our business part, right? So if they will do loss, then also it will treated as our loss. So we have to be aware with the our profit and loss of the branch. So our first, or we can say our main objective is branch. To check out for the profit or loss of the branches. Then our second objective is the management is able to decide from the accounts of a branch which is making losses, whether it is possible to take steps to make it profitable, or whether it will have to be closed down. By making the branch accounts, we came to know that okay, which branches are doing loss, is there any chances to recover the losses or not, or is there is only one option, that we have to close down the branch. So these are the basic objectives of the uh, to maintain branch account. Now, third objective is keeping accounts of branch helps in controlling the branch activities. By making the branch account, we are able to control our branch offices. So we are able to control our branch transactions as well. The fourth objective is the head office is able to know the exact requirements of branch about the goods or cash and the machinery arrangements can be made. By maintaining the accounts, branch accounts, main office will be aware of every requirement of the branches, whether they require any cash, any goods, or any important equipment. Branch head office can easily provide these these necessary things to the branch offices if we are aware of the uh, requirements, and from the accounts we can be aware of the requirements. Now number 5 is it is possible to evaluate the progress and the performance of the branch. Means by making the branch account we can evaluate the progress and performance of every branch, that which branch is doing uh, progress, which branch is not doing progress, what is the basic what is the performance of branch. So by the from the branch account we can easily come to know. Then the last objective is branch account provides data to the management for making important decision. If management want to take important decision regarding branch or regarding any business, then if we are maintaining the branch account, it will be helpful to take the decision. Okay. So now we will see the difference between sales through branch account, branch consignment, joint venture, and brokers. So let's see the difference. I hope you can see it properly. Let's start this difference with the definitions. In branch, when the manufacturer opens shops in different places, they are called branches. When manufacturer opens shops in different places, these will be treated as branch. Consignment we have already understood, so we'll just go through it again. Goods are sent by the owner of goods to his agent in a distant place or in a foreign country to be sold on his account and at his risk. This method is known as consignment. Means the owner of the goods is sending the goods for sale. The whole responsibility of the goods are of owner, and the consigner is just doing the sale in behalf of owner, and he is getting the commission. In joint venture is a temporary partnership, generally without name or a fixed period of time, or for a definite venture. Means if if we are allocating, if we are forming a partnership for any specific work, or without any name or without any time fixed fixed time period, this is called joint venture. In brokers,
A broker is a person who brings the seller and buyer of goods together and receives commission for his sales. A broker is what a broker is doing. Broker is doing he is playing a role of a mediator of seller and purchaser buyer. Purpose. The purpose of the opening branches is to increase sales under the supervision of management. Means we want to increase the sales in the under the management only, then branch is helpful. The purpose of selling goods through consignment is to sell goods in a foreign countries or at a distance place in the same country. Means basically its motive is to sell the goods in the different area without any investment. In joint venture, the purpose of joint venture is to earn handsome profit in some same single venture. Means it is basically created for the profit. Where the seller or manufacturer is not able to contact buyers directly, the brokers do the job and bring them together. If seller and buyer cannot contact each other separately, so brokers is paying doing the duty to meet to be the link between the buyer and seller. Relations. The head office opens the branches under its own management, thus, the management and ownership are the same. Means management and owners are same because owners only opens the branches. There is no partnership between consignor and consignee. The relationship is that of principal and agent. Means there is no partnership between consignor and consignee. So it is simply treated as the owner and agent. Joint venture is one kind of partnership. The relationship of co-venture is that of partners. Joint venture is simply a partnership, so they are partners. The parties are the partners. The relationship between manufacturer and broker is that of principal and agent. Broker is the just agent of the uh, any transactions. Parties. Here there is only one party, only head office manages the branches. In consignment, we know that there are two parties. One is owner of the good, which is treated as consignor, and the seller is the consignee. There are two more partners. Joint ventures are more than includes more than two partners. Brokers, there are three parties: the seller, the broker, and the buyer. Remuneration. The branch managers get salary. Sometimes he is also paid a commission on profit or sale. Every branch manager is mostly on the salary. Sometimes they can have commission or profit on sale. The consignee gets commission for his service. This is generally fixed as a percentage or on sale. Means we know that consignor is receive commission on sale. All partners get share in the profit. Sometimes a commission is also paid to the ventures on sale made by them. Mostly the partners receive the profit. If the feel if any partner is doing more, then they will get the commission as well. The broker gets commission for his service, which is known as brokerage. Capital. The head office itself invests the capital for opening the branches. Even for in consignment, the consignor only invests in the capital. In joint ventures, all the venturers invest capital in the agreed proportion. And only here for the broker, only the seller invests money and he takes risk. Okay. Broker will not invest money. Then sales. Branch sales goods on behalf of HO, means head office. Here branches are for just selling the uh, goods on behalf of HO. In consignments, the goods are sold by the consignee. Sorry, in the transactions of consignee on behalf of a consignor. Goods are sold. Consignor is selling the goods on behalf of consignor. Business is carried at the risk of all partners. Any venture can sell goods. The broker does not have possession of goods. He only brings the seller and the buyer together. He is not able to sell anything. Profit or loss, the profit or loss is of head office only. Even in the consignment, the profit or loss is consignee only. The profit of loss of joint venture is of all partners, and in brokerage there is no profit and loss. Only the brokerage is there. In ownership, we all know, we have already discussed that ownership of goods is of head office. Consignment, in consignment, the ownership of goods is of consignor. The ownership in joint venture, the ownership rests in all the partners of joint venture. The manufacturer is the owner of, and the broker is not concerned with the ownership. Same way, whoever is owner, the expenses are the responsibility of the owner. So here the expenses of branch will be paid by head office. Here it will be borne by the consignor. Expenses of joint venture will be bared by all the partners, and the broker is not concerned with the expenses. Collection. The proceeds of cash sale and collection from debtors are sent by branch to head office. Head office will do the collection and he will send to the head office. The consignee sends the sale process to the and consignment goods to consignor after conducting his expense and commission. The partner collecting money for sales gives account to other partners. And in broker, the broker is not able to collect money because he has just concerned with the commission, brokerage. Types of business. Head office can open branch to sell any type of goods. Same way, consignment business is also meant for selling goods in a distance place. If joint venture, they can do for construction, underwriting of shares or anything else. And mostly brokers are found in activities like land, shares or etc. Okay? So this is the basic difference between consignor, branch, joint venture and brokerage. Types of branches. Basically, there are three types of branches. First is dependent branch. Dependent branch is fully dependent on the main office, on the head office for every transactions. And he is able to sell only cash. Cash sales means branch selling goods for cash only. Okay. Independent branch. Independent branch is not dependent on the head office for each and every transactions. Even that branch can sell goods on cash as well as credit also. Then foreign branches, branch will be supplied goods on invoice price. Nothing will happen in the other end. Okay, so these are basically three types of branches. First is dependent, who is doing cash sales only. Second is independent, who is selling cash as well as credit sale. And foreign branches, they purchase goods on the invoice price. Okay, so this is the main types of branches. These are the features. Now, let's understand about the account maintaining system. Methods of writing accounts for the different branches. So basically, it can be the branch. There are two methods of keeping branch accounts by head office, like debtor system and stock debtor system. Besides, there are two other methods, final account system and wholesale branch system. Basically, there are four types, there are four methods. Okay. Under the debtor system, each branch is treated as a debtor. Each branch is treated as a debtor, and they are having the different accounts. Debit the if any personal accounts rule, they will apply the personal account rule. Means uh, we will debit the receiver and credit the giver. Okay, so by this way we can maintain the branch account. We will treat every branch as a debtor. Then the second is the stock and debtor system. Here we have to make the branch stock account, branch debtors account, and branch expense account individually. Okay. In the final account system, for each branch, branch trading account and branch profit loss account are open. Means for each and every branch we are making final accounts. That is called final account system. And wholesale branch system is used only when the head office is sending the goods to the branch at wholesale price and the branch is selling the goods of the retail price. Then wholesale branch system will be followed. Okay. Mostly right now we are using the debtor system only because this is only the most popular system. Clear? Now these are the general entries in the books of head office. First is when goods are sent to the branch. This is same as consignment account. Branch account debit to goods sent to branch account. We will write the narration goods supplied to branch. Then when cash or check is sent to a branch for expenses. For expenses, if cash or check is given, branch account will be debit and bank or cash account will be credited. Then when cash is received from branch, we will do cash or bank account debit and branch account credit. When goods are returned by branch, goods returned by branch account debit to branch account. Reverse entry of the first. Then closing stock. Branch account closing stock debit, petty cash account debit, branch furniture account debit, and to branch account. This is the closing entry, general entry. For opening general entry, we will reverse it. Branch account debit to branch stock account, to branch petty cash account, to branch furniture account. Then closing balance of liability of branch. Branch account debit to branch liabilities. Then for opening balance of liabilities of branch liabilities account debit to branch account. Opening closing में reverse. Profit or loss of the branch. Branch account debit to general profit and loss account. Then general profit and loss account debit to branch account. If there is, if the profit and loss is transferred to the general profit and loss account. Means for profit we will do this entry, and for loss we will do this. Now closing of the goods sent, which we are doing in the consignment, same way goods sent on the branch account debit to trading account. Okay, that goods will transferred into the trading account. Petty cash account we can make like this way: particulars amount, opening closing balance, and petty cash received from head office and petty cash expenses. Okay, I hope you will understood the basic concept of branch account and the general entries of branch account. In next lecture we will start with the sum. First we will see the pro forma of the accounts, and then we'll move forward to the sum. Okay, meanwhile if you don't understand anything you can ask me. Thank you.